Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Shamrock Valley. So, yeah, just popping down the store. As you see, it's been a busy afternoon. And it's been raining. And raining, and raining, and raining. So, yeah, as you see, we've had the contractors in, done a little work. We'll go up there and have a look in a minute. And that's made me realise what I could do next. So, we're actually going to sell the case. It was one of the tractors that was left, sort of bought as part of the farm deal. But fancied a change. Wanted to upgrade something a bit beefier. Well, it's been a nice little tractor. Quite enjoyed using it actually. Take the beacon off. I hadn't, hadn't used it a lot before. It's actually a really nice little tractor, but I've had an idea for a while. Something I fancy on this map, so it's time for something a bit beefier. We'll gradually replace some of the other stuff as well that we had originally. So let's go round to the dealer, have a word with the chap. We've also been busy, actually, before we pop in, all the animals cleaned up, fed. Oh, that confused me because I've put new... Whoa, there goes the thunder. Yep, all the animals have been fed, cleaned up, watered, so they're all in pretty good nick right now. As you can see, I bought a new... As you saw, I swept out the... oh, I do need to give the sheep some water. Apart from that, yeah, I swept out the... sorry, that lost me completely. I've swept out the cows, used the new broom that I bought, just sweep the silage up. Do you need to come and get a here we go. It's going to really hurt my... oh yeah, it's going to really hurt my slot count, but it'll so be worth it. What's the design colour? Ooh, I could go gold. What's the difference? Actually doesn't say. Oh, actually no, I quite like that. But unusual. Or a darker green. Actually, that is quite cool. No, I was going to go for classic red. Sort of. Oh, that's a sort of flat. Sort of metallic. That's the deep metallic. And then, of course, the traditional Massey Ferguson red. But I tell you what, I quite like was this grey, black, bit dull, no, flat black, or matte black. I think the metallic colour's a bit, this sort of satin colour is quite cool. Now what do we think about red metal grille, red matte grille, gold grille, or gold matte grille? Actually no, I like that, I do like that. Right, rim colours. Oh wow. Grey, not to standard Massey Ferguson red. Actually you know what? Is that a bit much? Actually the grey matte looks quite nice, quite understated. Yeah, I like that. Okay. What do we got? Michelins, they're quite chunky. Trillibals. Standard wides. Looks pretty good actually. Wides and weights. Back to standard. I like, it's funny, the wides and weights puts really smaller wheels on the front. I like the big chunky tyres. Engine setup, what are we at the moment? 300, 325, 350. Wow, this goes big. 300's plenty. I don't need anything bigger than that. I'm going to go crazy and buy it. I love that colour combination. I'll regret it with what I'm about to use it with. Awesome. Because while we're here, I also realised, while we're up watching the builders do their jobs, that I've got a load of grass that I'd completely forgotten I'd got. So it makes sense to do something with it. Foil colour. Let's go green. I don't really care actually, because I'm only going to lease it. I might use it a few times because I'll probably silage the my other meadows as well, but oh, it's raining. There's not a lot you can do in the rain. I actually don't have, short of doing contracting, many other jobs I can do anyway, so figured, you know what, oh, I like that in that green. I might get bored of it at some point, we'll get it resprayed, but you know what, it's a bit different, isn't it? And it's a beast. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's a bit grey today. Right, so yeah, so I thought that's why I brought the mower down. I thought we'd go and silage the grass up on the new area, and we'll have a bit of a chat about it's a terrible combination with this baler. I had a feeling it might be. Oh dear. Oh well. So yeah, maybe a bit of a short episode actually, I don't know. We'll see how we do. Multitude of greens, but we are in the Emerald Isle, so you know what. Just getting used to steering a little bit. And put the lights on actually. Here we go. So yeah, so I've got this patch of land that was just part of the farm when I bought it, but actually it was just grass. And I'd actually completely forgotten I'd got it. As you can see, the bit on the slope down's a bit mottled. It's, you know, past its best really. But I just thought actually what I want to do, because as we start to get more animals in the animal pastures, then we'll be wanting to move, you know, as we get starting to get male animals. Obviously, you know, the bulk of the purpose of the animals is to not only create milk, in the case of the cows, create wool in the case of the sheep, but also to you know, keep producing more and more animals. So sorry, just think about this. So part of, therefore, the point being that as we get male animals, I'll be wanting to sell them. And so I thought what I'd do is, once they hit a certain age, we'll separate them out, bring them up here, and here we can keep them, fatten them up till they're ready to sell, and keep them separate from the sows, or the, you know, the females, depending on the particular animal we're talking about. So yeah, so that's what we've done. These are just sort of holding pens, if you like, fatten up the animals. So I've got one for cows, one for the sheep, one for the pigs. There we go. First time I've done bale wrapping for a while, especially with a uni wrap, sort of all in one job. So this is quite nice. I've thought of something to do. Grass will be wet, I can't do much else with it, but baling and baling and wrapping we absolutely can do. We won't need them, so we'll sell them. It'll make us a little bit of money as well. So yeah, so we're just getting ready. Bit of preparation. Thought might as well do it. It was a wet afternoon. And what a great time to cheer yourself up by buying a new tractor. It's not an easy area to do. I suppose what I could just do is just keep going around, to be honest, all this trying to be neat, and then any bits that I miss we'll just pick up later. Otherwise I'm going to spend ages trying to straighten out, line up, blah blah. So I'm kind of hoping we'll be nearly at harvest time. It shouldn't be long now. Try and do the smoothest curves that I can. Lovely. We may not get masses off here, but it's a bit pointless not to use it, frankly, because obviously once we start putting the animals in here and using the area a lot, the grass won't be as good. We'll start to develop tracks and to mud it up and all this sort of stuff. So while it's still relatively fresh, remarkably so, given the workers have been, I figured it made time to come do it. Hang on, hang on. Not worried about being too accurate. I'm bound to have to come back and do a bit tidying up after. They look good in here, these buildings. There's a bit of storage space in the pigsty as well, so if you know, if I wanted to leave some machinery up here or whatever else, you know. But I figured I could come and do this. I was going to release a silage baler wrapper anyway, because I'll use it on the other two fields, so it just kind of made sense, you know. It's got a very strange engine note, this tractor. Price is like at the moment, actually. Silage. So Ballamori Bales 155, the BioGasPlant 450. That's not a bad price. Oh yes, and that was the other thing, I'd heard about that. I hadn't realised it was already operational. Well, there you go. So yeah, so a new BioGasPlant has opened up. So this is the one that's in this down in the village, in the town. I popped down there once before, not easy I recall to lift the bales into the sell point, but a new one's opened up, and I say I hadn't realised why isn't that's a bit odd. I hadn't realised it was a bit of a bug on it actually. Yeah, I hadn't realised it was already operational, but the prices looks like they're offering, and they take up, so they've got a different sort of digester, I think you'd call it, you know, the thing that processes the material, and so they take a wider variety of stuff. So they'll take manure, look, they'll take slurry, actually they'll both do that, but they'll also take straw, whereas the other one doesn't. And I think I read, yeah, root crops. So yeah, it's a big push for oh wow, and good price too. Oh, that's handy, because we've got the sugar beet. Oh, very good. Yeah, so I'd read that, you know, the big push for green energy and all this sort of stuff, so someone's come along and put a BioGasPlant in with a different digester, so it'll take more materials. Yeah, it's not far from the pig farm actually, so I'd sort of seen them building it, but hadn't realised it was already operational, so that's good. So let's go check that out. Maybe we'll sell these bales here. On the other hand, the price of silage is exactly the same, so we could sell them just as well at the original BioGasPlant, and then take the crops that they will take that are new, so the straw, sugar beet, potatoes, etc. And of course we've actually got some potatoes that are sitting doing nothing, because the pigs that we have here, unlike the pigs that we had know what I'm talking about, never mind. But yeah, so we don't need them for the pigs anymore. Anyway, so I've got spare potatoes sitting around doing nothing. So yeah, so we can sell those too. Just need a scoop, and actually I need a bucket for the front loader of reasonable size, because I need to, oh, we missed some. Yeah, I need a bucket of reasonable size because I need to clear out the manure in the cow barn. So maybe we do the potatoes first. We'll get those out of the shed, and then we can use that for clearing out the manure in the cow shed. We could do that. That would work. I actually also need to think about crop rotations because we're coming to the end of you know, the first growing year, so we need to think about what crops we might want to put in and what crop rotations look like best for next year. Plan our crops out in our fields, maybe look and see if we can get some more fields as well, expand a little bit. How many we made? But I'm being dense. 8. Okay. I'll say I will come round once we've cleared the bales off that we've got already. I'll come round without the mower and just pick up any bits that we missed, that we didn't quite manage to pick up. Actually, this isn't too bad. Gonna mow right up. Whoops, see, that was a bit fast. Yeah, so with seasons it's wet grass is fine. You can mow it, you can bale it, and you can wrap it. You just can't do anything else with it. So it will make a silage bale, lovely. Obviously the thing with silage bales you have to watch out for is your grass being too dry. So if you know, cut a field and spend a lot of time rowing it and baling it and then wrapping it, you risk it drying out and then it won't silage at all. You just end up with hay bales. So yeah, it's quite a balance, but wet is a fine time. So make hay when the sun shines, make silage when it doesn't. Pretty much the motto. Let's just do this bit in front of the pig barn here. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. And that bit we can reasonably easily pick up. Lovely. And I think we are done. So I say what I'll do is we'll leave this here. We'll nip back down to the yard, we'll pick up how many we get in the end. 11. Good number. Yeah, we'll nip back down to the yard. Grab the trailer, bale trailer. Can't remember where I put it. Where did I put it? No, I've no idea. Oh no. Yeah, I'm starting to forget. I'm assuming it's in this shed over here, right? Yes, it is, because I just had a trouble getting the straw shredder. Did that very neatly, did I? There we go. So yeah, I hope it'll be a worthy little adventure having these having these extra animal pens up here. Might be just to help us keep a close eye on what we've got where, animals wise, in terms of production animals and ones that we're rearing. It was a good use of the space, I felt. Might even want to put a bale barn up here. Actually, I suppose there's probably enough space in the shed here. That's got a very high slot count. Is this one of these magic ones that's got opening windows? Oh, it is. Look. Oh, I do like a bit of breeze. That's sunroof, maybe a door. Yep, sunroof. There it is. Should be alright. Should be letting too much water in. But no door, right? Oh yeah, door. Nice. Close it a little bit. Cool. I couldn't remember. I knew there must be a reason the slot count was so high. Let's go grab these two here. Of course, not surprisingly, the Massey Ferguson not finding a problem with this at all. This is a big old tractor. I may change this colour scheme at some point, but I quite like the green. It's quite unusual. There we go. 11 bales. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to leave this here a minute. I'll tidy up the rest of this grass, see if we get enough for at least one more bale so that we've got a good number. Nice even number. Just need to park it out the way somewhere. There's just a little bit of grass there. No, there's a little bit I missed there. How did I miss that? Well, there won't be any here. And I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Right, so it stopped raining just as I was finishing off. Sun's come out, it's brightened up. It's quite a nice summer afternoon. Now, I thought we'd try out the new biogas plant. It's down here somewhere. I have been down here. Of course I have. I sprayed that field actually. Which is now looks like it's ready to harvest. I've seen a couple of fields ready to harvest on the way down actually. So good sign. Hopefully means our crops won't be long. Oh come on, we could go a bit quicker. I think it's this way. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, gate's shut. Does that mean they're not open? Let's see. And I suppose it's what? It's just after 5:30. It's relatively early. Let's go find out. Right, so I've had a word. Yep, no, they'll take the bales. Should be fairly easy to unload them into that. I hope it's quite low. Liz gas. It's quite nice they put all these trees in. So as they grow it'll look, you know, it'll shield it a bit, I suppose. Because our pig farm, just have a quick nip round. Wow, they put a lot of trees in. Grief. Yeah, that'll be nice when that's all grown through. Yeah, pig farm's just over there, so I could see the building it. Just didn't realise it was open, so that's good. Anyway, let's not hold them up. Yeah, and we should go and have a look and see about those potatoes we got, and of course we've got a sugar beet field to harvest too. And again, we don't really have a need for the sugar beet either, so yeah, I could see me coming here quite a lot. Nice flag there. Right, let's give it a go. Nice big yard, spring round. Very well designed. It's quite nice, it's tucked out the way. And as I say, I mean, I'm not down at the pig farm much anyway, but you know, by the time those trees are grown through, you'll be able to see it. Hopefully, it says here, but that's a bit odd, isn't it, to re-unload them properly, but they have gone in. Does that mean the digester's at capacity? Oh yeah, look. Okay, so we need to wait for some to be processed. Actually, we should be able to check that. Does it still count as a bale sitting on there? No, maybe it isn't. No, okay. But that'll go eventually, sure. Says here. I'll pop that later and check. But anyway, we won't get paid yet. Obviously, we'll get paid at midnight, so I'll see how much we get. But it should be a little. It'll be a few thousand worth doing. Awesome. Well, that's it. It's 26. Spending my tea time. All the animals are done. They'll be fine for the day. Can I get out this way? Actually, that's going to be a little bit tight, isn't it? Can we do it? Ooh, look at that. Nice. Can we do it? Yep. Perfect. Right, I'll whiz this back up to the main farm. Yeah, looks good, that. Very nice. And, yeah, I think that'll be pretty much me done for the day. I inquire about getting something at some fields. That'd be quite nice. See how we get on. But also, yeah, I'll look into getting a scoop and we'll a bucket. We'll come and get those potatoes out, put them in a trailer, and we'll take them there as well. It could be quite a useful little place. Nice neighbour. Very nice for a chap. Quite friendly. Anyway, that's it. That'll do. One job, simple, straightforward video. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. If you did, give us a like. What am I saying? Sorry, it's CDP out of habit. I hear it so much. If you did, likes and subscriptions very much appreciated. That's what I really meant to say. And yeah. I hope to see you. Oh, pardon me. It's late. Been a long day. I hope to see you back here in Shamrock Valley very soon. Bye for now.